KSA Vision 2030 is a driving vehicle for business right now, and it provides a lot of opportunities for private sectors to participate in. I believe this time is major for all, create a lot of opportunities.
Saudi Arabia is going through a huge change. I mean, we're talking about paradigm shifts. We're talking about industries that will invariably disappear over the next 3, 4, 5 years, and new industries that are going to be born and become very large ones over the next same period.
It's an exciting time for Saudi Arabia. You see the largest economy in the region going through such a huge transformative process. The vision of 2030 and the obvious determination of the Saudi government to deliver on as much of that vision as possible. It's a market you simply can't ignore.
We have many companies that have been in the UAE for a number of years that are now finally saying, well, Saudi's the market we want to be in, and there's good reason for that. It's because of the change or the shift in the processing at the Foreign Investment Authority, and it's also because they know what opportunities exist.
This is a priority for the Saudi government. Allow me to say that we will be ending up with a new saying, Saudi Arabia pre-vision phase and post-vision phase.
The targeted sectors for privatization are big. I mean, we're talking about health, we're talking about education, energy, water, environment. And all these sectors are very, very good opportunities for private sectors to be part of it.
It's particularly exciting at the moment because of what's changing in the retail landscape. We're seeing some softening around the edges on foreign ownership. And I think as the economy moves away from dependence on oil, we're seeing a lot more focus on the protection of IP and intangible assets.
The trends are certainly this wave of technological improvement and initiatives by the government, and that's pervading across all sectors. So in the healthcare sector, part of the vision there, part of the Saudi Vision 2030 is to improve the life expectancy of Saudi nationals. That's going to be achieved in part through things like e-health, remote monitoring, the use of IoT and wearables. So certainly we're seeing technology push through there. It's pushing through all sectors.
One of the key trends is just to keep up with the pace of change in Saudi, both in terms of the legal change but also the economic and social change. We're seeing new laws being released almost daily, and it's obviously something that we need to keep up to date with for our clients, but our clients also need to be aware of what's relevant to them and ensure that they have all the information that they need to make the right decisions.
Well, a key challenge is for new entrants getting to know the market, getting to know how it works, getting to meet local people, how to operate, what to do, and learning how it all works and what it's all about.
The challenges are still going to be, how do you get your workforce? How do you get your workforce that's capable? And there's the nationalisation program. So how do we find Saudi nationals for our business that suit our business, that can do the job we want them to? How do we bring in expatriates? How many expatriates we have to bring in? So there's still those challenges which are very real, but again, through proper planning, I think you can minimise the risk of interference to your business by doing it right.
While Saudi Arabia is part of the GCC, but it has its own characters in terms of culture, number of people. We're talking about largest, around 25 million. And also people in Saudi Arabia have adopted different way of doing things. So in order to come to Saudi Arabia and to do business, you need to adapt to those kind of cultures.
While there is a great deal of opportunity, it's not a market that's for everybody. And many companies are not necessarily structured in a way that's conducive to doing business in Saudi. I think the move to being a fly-in, fly-out model, I think those days are evaporating quickly. I think the Saudi government is being very consistent in their approach across all industries with respect to that. So if a firm cannot commit to the level that they need to in order to be a part of that market, I don't think they can operate there.
It's a long-term game. It's not sort of come in, make a bit of money and leave.
The main things to consider is know your counterpart, who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a Saudi entity, you need to know where do they have assets, you need to know, how big they are, do they have a track record. So there's lots of different considerations that you need to think about before entering the market.
I believe that in a market like Saudi, it is almost critical to have trusted, reliable local partners. So choose your local partner carefully, and perhaps people that you trust, like your law firm, like your audit firm, can help you navigate how to choose that local partner. But I would urge everybody to build an alliance with a local group and develop the business that way.